And here we are live. It's been about a week. Sorry I was on hiatus for a bit, but we are back. And yes, tonight, folks, we are continuing our journey through Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. We started it after we beat Dark Alliance 1, and this will be interesting because this is a first time playthrough for me. So I'm still kind of getting used to some of the improvements that they have made on the controls. And yeah, uh, let's fire this up and get rolling, shall we? I have to remember the controls. It's been like a week. I want to thank everybody who has chosen to follow us on the channel. I appreciate that greatly. So here we are. That's right, we're in the Purple Worm Inn. This guy.
Yes. Yes. It so happens I have the vault key for a treasure chamber in the halls of the Hammer. Could be of some use if you're ever there.
The Halls of the Hammer?
So I said, an abandoned dwarf hold far to the north of here, across the high moor. Ha! Not likely. A sum like that'd hardly buy me boots. Ha! Not likely.
Well, fine. Forget you then. I'll take my business elsewhere. Okay. So I gotta remember what we were doing here. Okay, so we got. Oh, that's right. We were collecting some weapons to sell. Let's see, we got the shoddy short bow, regular short bow. What did I eventually arm myself with? Short bow. 4 to 8. Okay. Oh yeah, and a shoddy scimitar. That's right, because I'm doing the two-handed thing, or I was. Because I ain't got no shields. Man, I got a lot of stuff I gotta sell. Alright, and we got some potions. Not many. We're wearing some rings. Don't seem to do anything. We got a rune stone. Not sure what the heck that does yet. Ah, here we are. We gotta clear the sewers in Baldur's Gate. Find Ula's political maneuvers allows Valhalla to concentrate on increasing her own power. Note this quest may be completed more than once. Oh, that's interesting. Investigate Bloodmire Manor and put an end to the murders for Randala. Okay, sure. We can do that. Alright, so who else we got here? We can't go in there. I'd really like to try to sell some shit. Anybody? Can't go back there. Thought I could go back there. Oh, there we go. Aw, you won't let me go back there. Okay, fine. Oh, that's right. We just came from there. Okay. Out we go. And hello to my one viewer. Alright, so we gotta head to the sewers, I think. Oh, I like the background changes. That's pretty cool. Hey, Jinma. Not a whole lot. Just pulling out the old school Baldur's Gate 2 for a first time playthrough. I haven't actually played through this one. So, interested to see how that goes. Yeah, I know you can't do that here. Let's see. Ooh, sprint. Piercing strike. I like that one. Alright. How do we clear the map off? I forgot. There's a new Dark Alliance coming out? Please tell me more. I have not heard of this.
I can't do that here.
Well, that's interesting. Okay. Well, do we do manor or do we do the sewers? What do you think? Sewers? I think we should do the sewers. Probably get killed quicker there. Yeah, we'll do the sewers. I didn't realize they were doing a new Dark Alliance, which that I suppose it's PS5, right? Oh, rats. Oh no, cockroaches. Flying cockroaches? Why, yes, I'll save. Because why not? Thank you. So, Genma, have you played Baldur's Gate 2 Dark Alliance? Really? So you get to play as the original heroes of the hall? Oh, nice. Yeah, we got 2 for Honorable Son number 2 a while ago, or Honorable Son number 1. Both of them, really. And I just never sat down and actually played it. And I figured it'd be a great reason to start playing it. And I will say that 2, I mentioned it in the other video, 2, I like the improvements that they made. Especially this. The whole aiming thing is like... that right there is just worth the price of admission. Oh, I'll have to check that out, because if it's coming out on the PC, I will definitely get it, because I loved the first one, and so far I'm digging 2 quite a bit. Aha. You've got a better aiming system, which I love, and the fact you can freaking dual wield in this. It's pretty freaking awesome. Sometimes with these game sequels, they don't really improve on much, but this one, they definitely did. All right, now we're cooking with some gas. See, I know a lot of people who love White Wolf. I never played the system, but have always heard nothing but good things for White Wolf, so I may have to check out the Hunter. Yeah. Also auto aiming in this, where it'll just move from one enemy to the other while you're shooting. Man, they really made some great improvements on 2. I'm so happy we have this game. And you don't have to micromanage your arrows anymore. They pretty much give you unlimited arrows. Since I usually like playing an archer, that's like gold right there. Because that was the one thing I'll remember that if I actually find someone to play. Right now we're the gaming group that we're in. We're playing Monster of the Week. So that one's fun. Someone peed in that. Anyway. I bought way too many arrows when I was playing that one. I fully admit it, but you know, when you're an archer and you've got limited ammo, you can't have too many arrows. Although I would like a pickup system for some objects. That would be nice. Ah, screw it. I'll just blow it. Oh, hey, a save point. That can never be a good sign. Yeah, these would have been fun for the Dreamcast. Absolutely. They definitely would be fun for the Dreamcast. Come on, come get some. Oh man, co-op on this game would be awesome. I know you could do 2-player. And I remember because with 2-player on Baldur's Gate 1, you could actually import a character from another save. So if you had someone who had a save on your card, you could actually import that character and play as them alongside another player. Tell you, man, PlayStation 2, it's still, I don't think they ever really explored the full potential before they went, went to a new console. Because I do, yeah. It's the unlimited arrows. Can't say it enough. I will say it every damn time because, oh shit, that ain't good. The hell is that? He's coming up too. Crap. That ain't good. Go away, freaking tentacle man. Shit, what the? calamari looking. Aha. Power Stone War. Yeah, Power Stone 2. That's a game that just gets crazy. It's fun. I do enjoy it quite a bit. I'm not very good at it, but I do enjoy it. The boys usually kick my butt at it, but yeah, we'll just stick to the bow. Three or four players on, yeah, on Power Stone 2. Yeah, that's fun. Let's go kill this guy too. Anybody else in here? Oh, hey, chest. Give me that gold.
I'm carrying too much as it is.
Oh, poppycock. Oh, shit. Okay, fine. Yeah, let's drop the dagger. Fine. I'd rather have the... There we go. Padded helmet 1. What did we grab here? Ah, same thing. Okay. Well, still, worth 215, so anything good for resale. Yeah, we'll wear it. I think I'm good on boots and gloves. Yep, and yep. Okay. I have not dropped my review yet of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Well, the video review. I did do a written review for We Live Entertainment. That's up, but I have not done a video review yet of for the YouTube channel. That'll be going up probably tomorrow or Wednesday. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Still had some issues with it, but they were very minor. I can see how people don't like it. If they didn't like the first one, they're not gonna like this one, but I enjoyed it. Ah, crap. My slime.
Can't carry another thing.
Well, it is an investment of time, but I thought it was worth it. I thought they did well with what they were trying to do, and there's a lot of cool surprises, and I found myself highly entertained. So that's the important part, is that I gotta do my higher proficiency, which is always the important part. If you're entertained by a film, I think that's number one, and I think sometimes people forget that. Okay, fine, we'll drop you so I can get the potion. Wonder Woman and Shazam are great films. I enjoyed both of those highly. Especially Shazam was a surprise because all I knew of was the cheesy TV show and the occasional comic I would read, but I wasn't a huge Shazam fan. And I thought the twist they did at the end of Shazam was a really good, and I won't spoil it here, but was a really good secret that they managed to keep secret which isn't easy to do nowadays. So, all right, I did grab it. Cool. So, no, I don't need the shoddy bow. See, I didn't mind the first one, the 2017 Justice League, but this one, yeah, it was a lot better. Yeah, that's true. See, I knew it was. I at least knew that it was going to be for kids. So for me, that didn't bother me at all. I didn't mind the lightheartedness of it. I thought it was fun. The Shazam film had a lot of heart in it too. Which, I mean, regardless of the property, I think most of those movies in general, especially the later ones, seem to kind of miss the heart in the story.
Too much as it is.
But yeah, Shazam was fun. And Aquaman, absolutely. Yipe. Yeah, but you know, it is Hollywood though. So I do feel bad for him too, that a lot of people kind of hated on him for it. Sweet, finally a recall potion. I just need to find someone who will buy my stuff. I gotta search around town yet, see if I can find someone who will buy my things. Maybe that'll be after I clear the sewer. Thanks to Ultima, I tend to hoard items to sell. It's just force a habit I've always had. What's funny is DC said, oh, that they're done with the whatever Snyderverse or whatever. But you know, if there's weapons in there, weapons. If there's money in it, you know they'll still go with it. Oh, if I buy anything in most of these games, it's sometimes potions or you know, well, in the first one, it was arrows, as you saw. Too many arrows. But otherwise, I usually am not a one who will just outright buy weapons. I did occasionally in the first one if I run across a really good one, which I did. But many role-playing games, I'm a scavenger more so than a buy gold and buy my weapons and such. I'm digging the sound design of this film, this game too. This has really got a good sound design. Yeah, I wasn't too familiar with the Dark Side storyline, in all honesty, but I liked how it ended. Um, I think, if anything, if they don't want to do a film, they could definitely get away with possibly doing it as a limited series. Um, but, and I won't spoil it for folks, but I loved the ending of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Animated film. You could do animated film, voice acting. You could probably get all the cast back for voice acting, because, you know, that's not a tough gig for them. A lot of actors like voice acting. It's you know, they don't have to get all full of makeup, and they can just come in for like a week session and they're done. Fine padded armor, huh? Okay, fine. Let's see what I can drop. I should probably drop these boots. They're eating up inventory. Oh, I'm not sporting any armor. So yeah, you can definitely use.
I can't hold
Still,
anything else.
okay, fine. I really need to find someone I can sell some stuff to so I can get that gold. There we go. Ah, now we're talking. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They can let go a little more, let loose the characters. And all of them have done, I think all of them have done voice acting before, so. Of course, I hear the naysayers already. Well, yeah, if they do animated, they'd have to put color into it. Well, of course, yeah, they would. Well, there's color in Snyderverse, it's just muted. But I'm not one of those either that thinks that Zack Snyder's like, oh my god. But I do enjoy his films visually. If nothing else, I've really enjoyed his visual style. I mean, I enjoy Sucker Punch not so much for the storyline so much as just the blending of genres that they have. When you've got a World War II bomber fighting a dragon, that's just cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that spin-off horror movie from Aquaman. The Trench, I believe it is. That's gonna be fun. I'm always down for a superhero horror film. That's why I enjoyed, what is it, Brightburn? What is it? The, not superhero, not Superman, Superman film. Director's cut of Sucker Punch is good. That ending is actually interesting because it changes, just the way they edited that, it really changes the whole tone of that film. Yeah, Brightburn was fun. pulled the lever. Cool. Ah. Hey, man.
Hells.
Yeah, that's what I heard that as well. That the new Spawn is going to go more of the horror angle, which I am definitely on board for. I loved the animated. I have it on on DVD, but I loved the animated Spawn story. Yeah, well, I'd love to see Constantine back on the big screen. But that animated Spawn was just awesome. Yeah, the HBO Spawn, the short series that they did with Keith David, I believe it is, as the voice. Man, that was I dug that. 3 seasons, that's right. Animation was awesome in it, and I should report to him. But I need to embrace my link and destroy pots, because that's what we do in role-playing games. We destroy pots. Yeah, I mean, for what HBO was doing, they weren't doing a whole lot of their own series back then. So, when I mean they were, but they were still feeling it out. That animated Spawn, man, that just I've watched that a few times. If anything, for the animation. I've got to do a review for it yet, which I'm working on, but I got a chance to see that new animated film, The Spine of Night, it's called. It's done in the animation style of old school Ralph Bakshi. Oh my god, that one was so much fun. It's so gory, and the animation is like right out of the late 70s, early 80s stuff. I mean, it looked. If you've ever seen the animated film Fire and Ice, the animation style is that. And Fire and Ice is cool. I've got the soundtrack to that, I think. But yeah, if you've ever seen Fire and Ice, it's really got that style, but it's the storytelling style of heavy metal, but less music. Rock music anyway. It's got a great instrumental score, and The Spine of Night. Yeah, it's kind of a blending of those two. The story works out like heavy metal, the original one, and the world, the fantasy stuff, really plays out like
Oh, I did not see
Fire
you
and
come
Ice.
in. Are you, did you, should I have something prepared for you?
Enough babbling, Whitebeard. Who are you?
Me? Oh, that's easy. I'm Omduil, sage and seer, for hire, but not now. Hiring, I mean. Too much work, yes. Too many projects already.
Did you hear any rumors of note lately?
Yes, but for me, you see, rumors and their ilk are my trade. I do not simply dispense them for nothing, as I would feed the birds in my garden, no.
Well, I could pay you for your services.
What? Why would you want to? Oh, yes, I see. No, I cannot. No, too much work. Too many projects already demand my time. Perhaps we can speak later, say in chess of next year, perhaps?
Never mind. Farewell. And we will save, because, yes. What's up here? Open the door. open that door?
The lock won't open. The lock won't open.
Fine, we'll come back later.
I can't do that here.
Fine. We'll talk. We'll come back later to talk to him. Once again, raise a glass to all the viewers who sit and help me watch us play this game. Which, yeah, it's one of those where it's actually a good improvement over the original, yet it still feels like the original, which doesn't always happen with some of the game sequels you get out. So,
Welcome, friend. If you're looking for a good
yes,
trade or say, I know you. You're the adventurer that helped Randella Brasshorn back on the tradeway, yes?
perhaps. What of it, merchant?
Oh, it's an honor to meet you then. Randella spoke highly of you, and her words like gold. I'm Bartley, a merchant, and my shop boasts many fine deals. I've also hired on Goodly Durbin, a skilled dwarven artisan. So, if you're looking to have equipment custom made or broken down, my workshop will serve you well.
So, how does this workshop function?
It's simple and affordable, my friend. If you've gathered any magical components, magical gems, and the like, you can have them crafted into whatever equipment you need.
Oh, cool.
Or, if you have magical equipment that you like broken down for the raw components, and perhaps even reforged into something else, we can do that for a small fee as well.
Well, that's new. Awesome.
Can't say that I have, friend. Nothing of interest to an adventurer, at least. You might ask Randella, though. She's always collecting information about this or that.
I'd like to see the workshop.
My prices are always more than fair, friend. What are you looking for?
Interesting. Okay. So. Oh, that's cool.
Seeking arms and armor? I have everything you need right here.
Oh, okay. I see. So if we put this in here, it'll add +1. Oh, I'm digging this mechanic. This I wish they would have had this in the first one.
Carries the finest armor and weapons, the work of local master craftsmen, as well as imports from Waterdeep and on.
Okay, so the runestone adds just 1 to it, but we can sell stuff. Very happy about that.
If you need weapons or armor to
such a
protect
hoarder.
you from someone else's,
Here,
you've come
that.
to the right place.
And that. And that. That. Here, take the battle axe too. I ain't gonna carry no battle axe.
My prices are always more than fair, friend. What are you looking for?
That. Yeah, here, take that too. And that. That. Okay. And so that.
I receive new shipments frequently, so if you don't see something here now, check back from time to time.
I really have no use for... That's a regular ring. None of these we can infuse with anything, I guess. But
Seeking arms and armor? I have everything you need. right here.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
I
you
receive
got?
new shipments frequently, so if you don't see something here now, check back from time to time.
Oh, neat, a poison dagger. That's cool. You know what? I think I'm... No, you know what? I want some potions, though.
If you need weapons
That'll work.
or armor to protect you from someone else's.
All right. Finally got a vendor we can sell shit to. That makes me happy. Well, you know, just... I know they're giving him creative control. It is his creation, so at least you know you'll be getting his vision. And I'm sure there's people that can also help him. But he's directed some things before, I thought. Oh no, I'm just thinking of Frank Miller, that's right. But let's see, who do I gotta talk to in here about? Is it her?
What news? Have you put a stop to the murder?
No, not yet. Who is it that I gotta talk to? Solus. Where is Solus? Solus. Solus? Solus? Oh, I think he's outside. Yeah, Solus was outside, that's right. No, I don't want to talk to you. Not going to help me at all. That's right, the Solus guy was outside. And you never know, McFarlane may surprise you. It'll be visually cool, if nothing else. Ah, there he is.
Greetings again, adventurer. One of my men told me you killed every last monster down there. Well done. Here's your reward.
Hey! Getting that bank. Farewell. What else you got?
Greetings again, adventurer.
No, farewell. On to the manor. Let's head to the manor. Hey, we're almost going to level up, too. That's exciting. And while we're here, we're going to save. All right. Let's move on, shall we? I think we'll go to the manor. Stop the murders there. Oh, there we go. At least they let you still play with the fire. So. I had fun with Venom, though. I mean, I will fully admit it wasn't a great movie, but I still had a lot of fun with it. But I know many people didn't. Oh. Okay. Enough harpsichord playing. Screw this pot. And this pot. And this pot. Oh, hey. It's got a potion. I already got that pot. Alright. Whoa! Oh, and we're poisoned already, too. Damn. Dogs are nasty. Nasty dogs. Alright. Where are we headed now? So... Hey, it's a couch. Ah, I can't destroy the couch. That's not fun. Ouch. Come here. Dude, I want to go into Godzilla vs. Kong so cold. I saw that first trailer, I'm like, I'm good. I can't wait for that movie. Everybody trying to be like Mike. Okay. Let's see where we're at now. Whoa! I figured it'd be Camp Godzilla. I'm Camp. Give me a monster movie where big monsters are fighting and destroying things. That's the camp I'm in, and it looks like it'll have plenty of that, so... I'm not rooting really for either one, because either way we win. I loved Godzilla King of the Monsters. I think it's great that the monster films have made a comeback. You know, now that the technology and stuff is there, they're doing them again, because they're so much fun. Yeah, exactly. Pacific Rim really helped that. Funny thing with Pacific Rim was that is how much it didn't do well in the States, but it did better overseas. Yeah, I wish the new Mummy film would have done better too, so we could have got our dark monster universe. Namely because I would have loved to see a Russell Crowe Jekyll and Hyde movie. You know, by itself. I loved how he played Jekyll and Hyde in The Mummy, and I think he's like one of the high points, highlights of that movie is how he played Jekyll and Hyde. That's a movie I would love to see with him in it. It wouldn't even have to be like, you know, cinematic universe type or anything. Just a movie with him playing that role. I think would just be a lot of fun. Yeah, I love how the enemies block now. What's up with that, man? They're defending themselves, those cowards. Shape of Water was very close to getting a modern Creature from the Black Lagoon. Probably closest we'll get, which is fine. because that's a great movie. I enjoyed that movie too. See, I really enjoy the styling of Guillermo. I think Del Toro is another one of those really great visual directors and a good storyteller too. Pan's Labyrinth, man. That movie, holy man. I've watched that movie a couple times. You gotta be in the right mood though, because it's not exactly an uplifting story. So that's back here? Alright. Oh, I know. Man, it would have been so great to have him do that movie. He'll tell that story. Oh. I'm gonna say with this Dark Alliance, they seem to make it a little bit more difficult to level up and not as quick. Yeah, you can definitely see the Lovecraft influences in what he does. So yeah, I mean, he would have been perfect for that story. Blocking. How dare he? Don't mind me, I'm just raiding your bedroom. Hey, I rescued a servant. Sweet. Didn't even realize that's what I had to do. I'm just here killing guys and stealing your gold, so. You're welcome. Sorry. Moana flashback. Yeah, I saw the trailer for Antlers and I'm like, oh yes, and then, you know, things happen. I'm like, oh, because that movie looks wild. When I saw the trailer for that, I was like, yep, I'm in. What we got here? I wonder if we do 2 scimitars. So that's our offhand. That's our main hand. Let's see what happens if we do that. Whoa, we got all kinds of guys here. Kneel before Zod. Yeah, Asian horror has been really solid in the last 10 years. Did you see, was it the Polish horror film? Nobody Sleeps in the Woods, I believe it was called. I got a chance to see it. That was cool to see the first Polish slasher film. Being a Polak myself, I appreciated that, but that's pretty good too. I forgot how to do magic. What was magic? I forgot how to do my power. Oh. I'm doing good. Use magic feat. Okay, circle. That's what I thought. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I can't do it with dual wield. No back in the back 40 lines at all. It is subtitled in Polish too, which may have turned some people off to it, but it's more hey, we got harpsichord music. Awesome. It is more kind of hillbilly horror. Man, this place is huge. Well, I did set it. It's just because the other one works with the... For whatever reason, that one won't work. But maybe I'm not ready. Well, I did get it, so I have to look that up. Maybe Piercing Strike only works one-handed. Oh, neat. Another hidden passage. Oh, with zombies. Yeah. Enough of this hand-to-hand stuff. Ooh, a crit hit. Digging the crit hits. Yeah, see, I thought I did that because you can... Oh, okay. Look at that. I can hot key it. Yeah, it still doesn't do anything though. I have to look up the stats for piercing strike, I guess. I think it's in the book. I actually have the booklet for it, so. Oh, for arrows? Could be. Ah. See? I'm glad you guys are around. Oh, I don't want a speed gun. Still doesn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe we got the wrong weapon for it. Scimitar is more for slashing than stabbing. Okay, it's taking too long. There we go. Now we're talking. We'll save first, and then we level up. Yeah, see, it's still... I don't know. I have to look it up. Well, let's see, what can we update. So what should we upgrade here, folks? What do we got? I'm digging the diamond body. 2 less damage per tick. That costs 2. A lot more options in the first one as well. Don't really use a whole lot of energy. Not fighting barehanded. Oh, here we go. Extra hit point, sweep attack, stunning blow. Ah. I gotcha. Thank you for that, Dan. Appreciate it quite a bit. Again, first time playing Dark Alliance 2, so all this is very new to me. So I appreciate that. Good to know. So, should be investing more in staffed weapons than possibly. So we're gonna do the two-handed. So many different options, but I do like the idea of this, and it only costs 2, so attack speed. Could definitely use attack speed or accuracy. Let's do accuracy. And ooh, I like that idea too. Alright. Oh, we still got one left. I'll take the extra Hix points. So rather than the hand-to-hand or weapons, you go just I could just go one-handed. Let's see, the scimitar is 5 to 7. Yeah, we'll hold on to that. Oh yeah, so much better with that. Just one. As cool as the dual wield is. Oh, so many targets. What I liked about the character choices in Dark Alliance 2 as well is that you get pretty much different choices than the first 3 that you had in the first game. So you kind of have, you're actually getting to play different classes than your standard, which is fun. Getting used to it though is a little learning curve for me. Ooh, hey, look at all the chests. And we found more harpsichord music. And a vase to break. I can't destroy the desk, though. I'm disappointed. This one? No? None of you? Okay. Moving on. These guys don't drop easy, that's for sure. I gotta find more servants to save. I think there's 4 left. Haha. Yay! Servant rescued. Only 3 more to go. This place is huge. And destroy the pot. And another pot. Is this a pot? No, no pot over here. It's a cool bookcase. Alright. Hey, another pot. Yeah. And stay dead. Alright, and in we go. Come here, come here, come. Where are you at? There you at. Come on. There's a lot of dogs in there. Hey, more chests. To loot. Never have enough potions. Ooh, what do we got here? Fine short sword. Or a throwing axe. Oh, neat. That's interesting. That's awesome. We'll be going back to the bow now. Our short bow has actually been doing really good. That is cool. They give you a throwing axe, though. Yeah, we're going back to the short bow. Welcome to all my watchers. Oh. And we will definitely save. Rock on. Alright. Ah, these guys. Glad I got that padded armor. Okay, they're dead. Ooh, shoddy amulet. I'll take the shoddy amulet. Anything around here? Oh, let's move on. Oh, second floor. But I didn't explore all of this floor, I don't think. I did not. That's okay, it won't take us long to get there. Narrow corridors. Nearly missed that gold. Okay. Nothing in here. What was this way? Bet you there's some more guys to save.
I can't
Oh man, seriously? I saw you. Where you at? Oh. Maybe I didn't see you. I thought there was an enemy there. Blocked. I like how they're not completely dead when they fall. You gotta keep hitting them. In true undead fashion. Another movie I'm looking forward to finally seeing is it was there and it was gone. A Quiet Place 2. That's what it is. I really like The Quiet Place, so. Whoa. Nasty boys. Yeah, that's why I'm curious about where they take the story. I wasn't quite expecting a sequel, though. I mean, now if a film's successful, you can pretty much say yeah, sure. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they take the story. The trailer looked interesting, so should be really cool to see where they take that story. I'll just arrow this thing. Oh no, that door is locked. Hey, that door isn't.
Gods be praised.
Hey, I saved one. Hey, you guys got a key to this door? Dang servants just run off. Oh, gold though. I'll take the gold. Hey, key. Awesome. Before we do that, let's go back to that library now that we've got the key for it. another one in here. Nasty. Stay down. Alright. Don't need no shoddy throwing axe. Hey, chest. Let's look at the morning star. See what we got here. Ooh, at 8 to 12. Yes, please. I can beat the crap out of things. Oh, we can almost play that harpsichord. I have no idea what that's going to do, but looking forward to that.
Before me.
Hey, oh geez, all kinds of guys. Hey, we saved almost all the servants. So that's a good thing. I've never played a bard, but always wanted to try. Oh, now what do we got? Let's see how we fare here. Okay, so that does that. We got one section of hallway to explore yet. Man, I remember playing the original Bard's Tale, like floppy disk version, because I'm that old. And that was a fun game. Never played the sequels. My buddy did, though, Jim, and he enjoyed them. Bard's Tales are fun. I haven't played... didn't they do like a remastered one or a newer version one recently? Last few years? This ain't working for me. Oh, nice. I didn't realize he voiced the character in Bard's Tale. I might have to pick that up. I have a feeling my last servant I have to save on this floor is back here. Just a shot in the dark. Speaking of shot in the dark, haha. Oh, just, sorry. Bad joke. No? I'm back here. I think we've explored this whole level then. Yeah, looks like. Maybe the other guy I gotta save's on the second floor. Oh wait, there's a room over here. We did not explore over here. Oh, look at that. Glad I did. You're our last servant. Oh, don't hit the servant. Oops. Sorry. I'm sitting here shooting the servant. I'm like, hey.
Thank you.
Oh, sweet. Wait, what I enter? Oh, the cellar. Uh-oh. I don't know if I need to be down here. Well, we're down here. Let's see what we got down here. Oh. There's a whole lot of nasty down here. Where are you? Okay, fine, I'll find them. Oh, freaking skeletons? Time for my morning start. The cellar is definitely dark. Spiders. Ugh. Yeah, there's all kinds of nasty down here. Scarabs and all kinds of manner of beast. But hey, while we're down here. In fact, I think my friend has a Bard's Tale floppy disk still. What is that? Oh, that's just creepy as shit. Oh, that's gotta die. Crawling around creepy thing? What the hell, man? There's two of them? Oh, shit. Give you a Negan beatdown. There you go. Too soon? What? Oh. Well, I mean, now good luck finding something that'll run your floppy disk drive, even, but nothing wrong with going digital. At least a lot of the old games now you can find digitally, the ones where you needed the floppies. But man, I remember those days of having to create batch files so you could load a game in high memory so you could actually play it. That was always fun. Yeah, the Wing Commander games, man. I've got the fourth Wing Commander game, the Armada, I think it was called, or I've got that one. I remember when Wing Commander 3 came out, it was a huge deal because it was one of the first games to have the full motion video. Yeah, with Mark Hamill. And John Rhys Davies as well. He was in it. And, what you call it, who plays Biff Tanner in Back to the Future. He was in it. I remember it cost like $4 million at the time. Yep, Malcolm McDowell. There was so many people that got involved with Wing Commander 3. And even the Kilrathi were all practical in like full makeup. Like full costume and makeup to look like the lion people. That was... Man, when that game came out, that was impressive. And then you got all those other full motion video games. Really good horror one, Phantasmagoria. That one was... the movie. Man, Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers was more of a Wing Commander movie than the Wing Commander movie was. I mean, if you look at the way the ships were designed in Starship Troopers, especially the capital ships, those things were far more like a Wing Commander game than the Wing Commander movie. The Wing Commander movie was so bad. Oh, man. That was truly a group of people who just had no clue what they were doing with the source material. They really didn't. It was like the Super Mario Brothers movie. That movie, man. Yes, I brought up the Super Mario Brothers movie. Yes, the Super Mario Brothers movie. Dennis Hopper needed a check. That's what that movie equates to. I know people who really enjoy it though, which is more power to them. That movie was not at all what I expected. Oh, the Goombas, in quotes, that looked nothing like the Goombas from the game. One of the saving graces for the Super Mario Brothers movie was the Ba-Bomb. I did like how they handled the Ba-Bomb. I thought that was really cool. I mean, they even tried to bring Yoshi into that movie, and it was just not handled right at all. I mean, let's face it, if you want to talk about true to source material, one of the only movies to actually stay really true to the source material was the original Mortal Kombat film. Which is still, I enjoy, cheese and all, I enjoy that movie quite a bit. But if you want to go for accuracy to the game source material, the first Mortal Kombat, man, that's still, I mean, they pretty much ripped it right from the video game. It was what you wanted. Street Fighter. That's bad. It's so bad that was Raul Julia's last movie. Oh yeah, I was surprised by the Sonic movie. I think the CGI fix they did was a smart choice. just because, I mean, I don't know what they were thinking trying to make it not look like the character, but it's like, do you not know what audience you're trying to target? I like the Pokemon game. I like movie Detective Pikachu. Yeah, the new TV series looks good. The new movie, the new Mortal Kombat movie coming out, is going to be looks like it could be awesome. That one I'm looking a lot forward to. I mean, just the scene that they have in there with Sub-Zero and Scorpion in the trailer. I'm really looking forward to the Mortal Kombat movie. Oh yeah, I remember the old Mortal Kombat series. Yeah. Yeah, the Detective Pikachu, especially when you heard that Ryan Reynolds was going to be Pikachu. It's like, really? But that movie turned out far better than I thought. Funny thing is, I haven't played most Pokemon games, just Pokemon Go. I'm horrible, I know, but I haven't really. Been meaning to, but I just haven't played a lot of it. Watched my boys play the Pokemon games. Talking about Street Fighter, though, it's a shame that that was Raul Julia's last film, because he is a great actor, and for that to be his last film, it's something. He was a great Gomez, though, so... Well, I mean, there is Jean-Claude Van Damme in it, yes, this is very true. He did look the part. Oh man, now I'm having flashbacks to really bad video game movies, like what was that? Street Fighter, the Legend of Chun-Li, I think it was, or that last one that they came out with. And that movie was something. Well, they were supposed to play it up in the Expendables. You know. Expendables is a fun movie. I tell you, if you ever watched early Mickey Rourke films, though, and then you see him like now, like post Sin City, oh man, did he change? He's like doing erotic thrillers for a while, and then he disappeared for a while, and then he came back, and it was like, holy crap. Yeah, before he decided to go into boxing and get pummeled. Yeah, I agree. I did enjoy his character quite a bit in Expendables. Expendable movies were fun too, though. They got a little repetitive, but it was fun to see everybody together. So. Staff, huh? That Double Dragon movie, yeah. That does exist. That truly does exist. It's the Double Dragon movie is something. I don't know what. I remember first playing the Double Dragon stand-up though, man. You mean that Alone in the Dark movie, the one with Christian Slater? That was the one, wasn't it? Or was he in 2? I thought he was in one of them. Yeah. Yeah, that one wasn't. I'm a Christian Slater fan, but some of his movie choices. Part 1. Thank you, Astro. Hey, hope you're doing all right, sir. Glad you could join us. Folks haven't yet, you should check out Mr. Astro Radio Z's channel. All his great stuff he puts out. He's got a great podcast, Patreon. I think I've got I'm trying to remember. I think I might have a copy of that somewhere. I acquired it in like a... Oh, awesome. So it's working for you then. Good to hear. Glad to hear that helped, Astro. Yeah, you bet. I mean, a lot of people don't, some people don't realize that those are out there, and they make them pretty handy nowadays. Pretty much all our computers are downstairs, so I haven't had a need for one. Oh, he was wondering if you got a link, I think, for the extender you got. Hey, and a save point. Always a good thing to have. Ooh, the Bloodmire Attic. Curious to see what's up there. Probably more death and destruction. we're not going in the attic yet. We got more of this floor to explore. Hey, we leveled up again. I'm liking this manor. And stay dead. Nice. Ooh, what should we upgrade? You know what, our strength is a little low. But I think we need to increase our regeneration a bit. Now let's see, what the hell should we upgrade here? I'm always horrible at these things. Okay. Spinning strike. Ooh. That one sounds interesting. Ah, here we go. Sure, we'll do that. Ooh, increase your hit point regeneration rate. Okay. And automatically block missile attacks? Sure, let's try that. And increase damage, sure. Stunning blow. All right. Now we'll save again and move on, shall we? Ah, I didn't want to go in there. Uh-oh. Yay, I could go back. I'm not that too far off. No, I am not. Which is surprising since I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing with this whole thing. But the PlayStation 2 is appreciating the attention, so... And I appreciate everybody who tunes in to watch these videos. So... Oh yeah, I appreciate all the viewers. A little sliver of the internet. I've actually got a lot of PlayStation 2 games, so... Not sure if after this I want to venture into the Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2 territory, but... always interesting games. It's another one where I think I've almost beaten Dark Cloud, but Dark Cloud 2 I hadn't beaten. That one we had to dig for too, like this game. Yeah, I don't think I've played Fistful of Boomsticks. I just have that game we tried here on the Dreamcast when I had the Dreamcast hooked up. And that first one, man, that one was rough. I'm all for Evil Dead, but that game... I'm just surprised I didn't have fistful of boomsticks. Yeah, that's another one I don't think I've played. Regeneration. Secret room. Ooh, do we have a puzzle? Oh, we might. No, just a whole bunch of statues. And loot. I'm going this way. Screw that pot. Screw that pot. Oh. Alright. We've come full circle. I think this is the final room I gotta clear out, and then I can head to the attic. I have not played the Friday... Well, I played a little bit of the Friday the 13th game when it was in beta, I think it was, or whatever. Ooh, we can play the harpsichord. Wonder what that does. But I want to go to the attic now. So that was back this way. Yeah, the boys play those quite a bit. My oldest right now has been playing, is it Loop Runner or Loop something? Yeah, the Friday the 13th game, I mean, they had good intentions and all, but every time I played it was just too buggy for me to get into when they had the demo or whatnot. Oh, now we got bats? Said anything about frickin'... Of course, I guess we're in the attic, so it makes sense. And when you got a game that's supposed to rely on atmosphere and your atmosphere is ruined by the bugs, it just...
Fall before me.
Yeah, we have Alien Isolation for the PS3. Eric really liked it. I haven't played it yet, but... Which is funny, because I don't think I've actually sat down with him and showed him Aliens. So, but he liked he likes the game quite a bit.
I can't carry another
Oh no,
thing.
we can't carry anymore. Hey, thank you very much, Nauman. appreciate. Thank you, thank you. I'm out of wine, but if it was for wine, I'd still take a drink. Thank you very much for that. I think we got to do a recall here and sell some shit and then get back to it. I haven't even been paying attention what I've been picking up. Ooh. Take the fine studded helmet. And Imperial leather gloves versus what we're wearing. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I think we're still doing good with the Morning Star and the Grand Staff. So, I think this is where we recall it. Alien Isolation in VR, yeah, that's got to be an interesting experience. Definitely. Okay, so there's the vendor. Hey, vendor dude.
Welcome, friend. You know, they're saying if you need weapons or armor to protect you from someone else's, you've come to the right place.
Interesting. Okay. Anyway, let's sell some stuff. Yeah. And that. And yeah, here, take that. And that and that. That and that. Sure, take that too. And that. I like our Grand Staff, so take
Seeking
that.
arms and armor? I have everything you need right here.
Sure, that too. We'll keep the fine long sword. I like the mace. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I receive new shipments frequently, so if you don't see something here now, check back from time to time.
Oh, geez, we got enough rejuve potions. Holy crap. Oh, hey, I wonder what happens if I put in a, I've got a fine ring. Wonder if I can do anything in the workshop with the fine ring. Ooh, I can. What'll this do? Let's find out.
Seeking arms and armor? I have everything.
Ooh, ring of protection. Yeah, let's make it. Cool. Oh, okay. Good to know. Let's put on that fine ring of protection. Well, if crap stuff can't be worn.
Back, friend. My shop
I'm gonna have to get rid of this.
The work of local master craftsmen as well as
Shoddy ring, yeah. Get rid of the shoddy ring, shoddy amulet. Another shoddy amulet, shoddy amulet, shoddy ring. Get rid of
If you need weapons or armor to
all right. Back to the attic. You know, it'd be fun if someone, I'm sure someone probably out there has or is working on it, would you take the original Doom with those type of graphics, but make it VR. I'm sure someone out there may have already done it, but... Like the you know, the 16-bit graphic or 8-bit with the blocky demons and all of that, but in VR. That'd be interesting. I know, I'm old. Let's see. I guess we gotta go the other way. Ah, figures. That or the original castle, that or the original Castle Wolfenstein. I wouldn't mind seeing the original Castle Wolfenstein in it. I downloaded on my 56K modem. I downloaded the editor for Castle Wolfenstein, for Wolfenstein 3D. I downloaded it and made a Terminator mod for it. I found an editor and I edited all the sprites in the game for Terminators. So like when you shot the Nazis, as they would take damage, it would actually reveal the Terminator endoskeleton underneath. I mean, as good as it could be for, like, you know, the really pixelated graphics, but still. And then I modified all of the posters, all the Hitler posters, so he had like half a Terminator face. And it actually played. And then when Terminator, when Doom 2 came out, I got the editor for that. I actually have a big book still for Doom editing, Doom 2 editing. Unfortunately, the CD that was in the back, in moving many, many years, the CD has since, unfortunately, shattered. So I don't have the tools on it anymore, which is... I think Asylum's already done something like it, in all honesty, but... can I not get into that section? Maybe I gotta come back. I gotta move some boxes. I guess I can't get into that section yet. Well, they did do a like a Robo Hitler journey to the... Ah, there we go. That's something the first game didn't have in it. There was a Nazis at the Center of the Earth, it was called, which had a Robo Hitler in it. They put Hitler's head in a big mech body. And that, I think, was in an Asylum picture. Actually, one of the closest thing, it's sad that we haven't gotten a straight, direct Wolfenstein movie, but the closest thing I think we're ever going to get with that is Overlord, which is fine, because Overlord is a lot of fun. Wouldn't mind, though, a proper... actual Wolfenstein game, but If we never get one, I'm good with Overlord. Man, and I know very little compared to some folks I know. Our good friend Scotty D, man, his warehouse of knowledge is insane. But I hold my own. Okay, so this house is clean. I kind of do, but I'm actually glad it's not because they stumbled with that Cloverfield angle. I liked 10 Cloverfield Lane, but a lot of that was thanks to John Goodman. John Goodman was just crazy crazy good in that. What I find more fascinating with 10 Cloverfield Lane was how they were able to keep that movie under wraps because you know, in the age of the interwebs, it's hard to keep any spoilers, much less a project like that, secret. And the fact that they were able to keep it secret till it was like 3 months before it was released, that was impressive. That was, you know. And then, yeah, John Goodman puts in one of his great performances in that film. You know, I'll watch it just for him. Yeah, and the Cloverfield angle almost felt like just tacked on at the end. Like, oh, you know what? We got this great story. Yeah, Cloverfield Paradox, they should have just taken that story and made their own separate sci-fi movie with it and not tried to tie it in. They are coming out with a proper, or they're planning on doing a proper direct sequel to the first Cloverfield movie. Probably because of the success of Godzilla and Kong and the Legendary universe. Though some people don't care for the Legendary monster films. Which is, you know, that's fine. I enjoy my good, dumb monster movie. Yeah, seeing the top form would be fun. Let's see where I'm going to get out of this. I think this way. Yep, this way. Harpsichord up ahead. Let's see what happens when we play the music now. Oh, first we'll save. Yeah, I watched Cloverfield the second time. It wasn't as bad, or it didn't bug me as much as it did the first time I watched it. Oh, okay, I see where I'm at now. The found footage angle just you know, that gimmick can work, but the shaky cam just got annoying. That's where I'm going. Oh, no. I got lost. This board is so big. That's where I need to go. Okay. Yep. Took the wrong I knew I should have took that left turn at Albuquerque. Okay. Yeah, the guy filming was annoying too. I didn't like his character much. It was an interesting concept for them to do it that way. I will fully admit. I just it was just one of those films that just didn't hit with me. So, all right. So, let's map this room. Map. Ooh, harpsichord gonna open up another door? Ooh. Awesome. Okay, and then this is where we save before we go down the creepy laboratory. Certain found footage, I don't mind. I like REC, and the 2 sequels. I even liked Quarantine. All right. Not as much as REC, but I still, you know. Blair Witch for me was just, I'm glad people enjoy that movie quite a bit. For me, I just could not, it just did not hit with me. But I'm glad it hit with a lot of people. What I liked about Blair Witch wasn't the movie itself so much as the marketing campaign around Blair Witch. Whoever put together that was brilliant. Because the internet was just growing, and the fact they had like a History Channel show and books about the legends to make it all seem real, that I found fascinating. I think I've got it on VHS. I've got the Blair Witch, and I think I've got the documentary for it as well on VHS. I'm glad I got that upgrade. Oh, yeah. And then they did that sequel in which they completely abandoned their concept for... It was like, let's just abandon our concept of what everybody liked about the first film. Oh, shit. I should have figured coming after this chest would open up the hellgate. I tell you what was really rough. You're talking about video game movies gone wrong. The latest Doom movie. What is it? Doom Generation or whatever it was called. I forgot what it was called. But that movie was bad. tell you what movie was fun though. If you're looking for a fun, just mindless, full exploitation, Troll Hunter? No, Troll Hunter's awesome. I love Troll Hunter. No, it was Doom Regeneration, or I forgot exactly what the subtitle of it was, but they tried to redo a Doom movie and it just didn't work. But if you get a chance, Sky Sharks. Oh my lord, Sky Sharks is so insane. Lots of gore. There's excessive everything. It's like pure exploitation. Fun. You've got undead Nazis riding zombie sharks that are outfitted with jets and missiles on their fins. I mean, you know, that right there, it's worth the price of admission. I mean, it's totally nonsensical, but just a lot of fun, too. So yeah, Sky Sharks is definitely one of those fun films. It's got some cameos in it from people too, like Lynn Lowry's in it. Tony Todd plays an army general.
Dear Lady F, I do hope this letter finds you well. Your last shipment of supplies and gold has been most generous. I have sent a special gift to your warehouse. His name is Argesh, the pinnacle of my creations. He will serve you without question. I hope he is to your satisfaction, as the others will be based off this new design. Please inform the Hands of Glory that fresh supplies will be needed, preferably live. Faithfully yours, Luvia Bloodmeyer.
Okay. I'm really excited. In April, I should be getting
Dear Lady F,
the Psycho Gorman soundtrack on vinyl.
Dear
I
Lady F,
I keep hitting the wrong button. Ooh. What's this grand staff? Oh, I like that one. Kind of got that whole Indiana Jones thing going on with it. Yeah, I don't know if it, I don't know if that Doom movie is as bad. Yeah, it's as bad as Alone in the Dark. It really was. Dude, get it, come on, what? Oh, fine. I'll come back for you. I mean, The Rock's Doom movie was better than the newer Doom film that came out. That's not saying too much, but... Yeah, Sky Sharks, man, that's insane. story is all right, but it's worth it just for the crazy gimmicks that they put in that film. Oh, okay. Didn't realize I did that. These guys are getting tougher now. I'm really digging the level design in this game. They improved it on the first one for sure. One of the best parts of the Rock Doom movie was the fact that they actually had a first-person shooter, basically, section in that movie, where you're pretty much doing it just like the game. That part was cool. I didn't enjoy all of that movie, but that part I thought was. You know, and it's funny with some of the games that are based off of video games, because it's such great source material. It's just such great source material. It's like you don't really need to get too creative with it. Just use what's there and make it live action. Granted, you can't make a 100-hour, or even a 30-hour movie, which is a lot of the gameplay content length to do a whole storyline, but still. Yeah. I mean, after all, you had the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, so, that alone right there is proof that video games make better TV shows. With the Legend of Zelda cartoon every Fridays. Well, they weren't going to wait around for oh shit, 8 or 10 years or whatever for him to finish the books, so. I still have to watch the Witcher series. I hear that's really good. Of course, I never actually played the games either, so. Been told I have to play the Witcher games, but I haven't gotten around to those yet. Been watching movies, You gotta try to balance your time between movies and games, so. I am digging this staff I just found. So. Yeah, that would be. Of course, people are still bugging Pat about a book, the third book, but he's getting closer. This is a fun board. I like this board. Oh, Where's the lever? Did I miss the lever or pad somewhere? Ah, there it is. Haha. Well, and I heard that there were hints that the third book might not even be the final book, so that'd be interesting to see how that plays out. But I've only seen that on like some blogs and some threads talk about it, so let's see, what do we got? Anything more cool? Oh, cool. That's a cool dagger. I'm not going to use it, but that's a cool dagger. Good for sale fodder. We were speaking of Overlord. This level looks like that dungeon bunker in Overlord. With all the blood and stuff. More zombies. Or whatever these things are. They got like hooks on their hands. It's creepy. Fall before me. Die! Thank everyone for tuning in so far as we play on our original PlayStation 2, Dark Alliance 2. Yeah, I'll have to look up that next Dark Alliance game, though, because I'll be there for that one. What do we got up here? Sure, push the lever. Somewhere, a door has opened. Yeah, I don't mind crazy. As long as they haven't drastically changed the gameplay like they did with Dungeon Siege. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. We're in trouble now. I should have gone back and saved. Oh, boy. Ah, shit. Okay. Oh, shit. Ah! That's not good. Buddies aren't helping me. shit at me? What the hell? Throwing dog nuggets at me. Oh boy. Well, give me all the loot. McRibs. Don't say that. Now I'll want McRibs. Damn it. Now I want McRibs. We're gonna go back and save before we go through that door. I worked at McDonald's. You don't want to really know what a McRib is. You just enjoy the barbecue sauce and what's called meat. And don't ask any questions. It's kind of like in Demolition Man, you know, when he's down and they give him a burger and a beer and they remind him that there's not really any beef around. So he eats a rat burger. Alright, let's do this. Chest. Alright. Ooh, I got a save point here. I didn't have to walk all the way for that other save point. Oh well, wasn't sure. Can never be too careful. Do we get a better staff? No, shoddy spear. Good with club. Don't need that. Don't need no club. It's not worth anything anyway. Alright. I'm also digging on the mechanic, the idea that you can actually switch between the one-handed, two-handed, and arrow. That's pretty sweet. Potion. Yes, give me that. You're annoying. It's funny with the McRib because it's basically the same barbecue sauce that's in the packets for your nuggets. Not that that's a bad thing. That's pretty much the barbecue sauce. I think they don't make the McRib a regular menu item because, you know, they make it special. Kind of like Taco Bell and their nacho fries, which they definitely need to make a regular menu item, but they don't. Because nacho fries are good. Man, there's all kinds of enemies in this. Could level up soon. That's cool. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's going to be as close as you can get. Just ask for them extra packets of barbecue sauce. Now I want to grill. Nacho fries. I heard they're bringing back the potatoes at Taco Bell. Or at least some Taco Bells are bringing them. You know what's really evil are the cheesy bites at Burger King. Those things are...
Ah, you finally arrived. I do hope my creations haven't given you too much trouble. Lovely, aren't they? It took me years to perfect the technique to successfully transfer limbs and organs from one creature to the next.
How many died for this discovery?
What does it matter? Perhaps hundreds died for me to learn this. But it was a small price to pay in the name of science. But you shouldn't concern yourself over the welfare of others. Your thoughts should lie in the here and now.
I'm here to kill you. Here. And now.
Fame is not always a friend. I've heard of your coming, and have had time to prepare these just for you. Try not to play too hard. I might still have use for you later. Provided your body isn't too mutilated. Farewell.
Okay. Oh, and you're bugging out. Of course she's bugging out. Chicken. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? There they at. Jesus. Alright. What if we could get you down with staff style? Shit. Down to 5. 5 potions. This thing is gonna die. Oh shit. I just pulled the other one? I did pull the other one. Gah!
Hells.
Oh, this ain't good. Okay. Now the Grand Staff is still doing us good, so we're just gonna switch to it.
Before me.
Shit! Oh, we blocked that. Oh, fuck. Okay. Those guys are nasty. How far back was it that I... Oh, not that far back. Okay, so we don't have to repeat too much. We won't have to repeat too much, so... We are highly lacking in potions, though. I might just have to buy a better bow.
Welcome back, friend. Can't say that I have, friend. Nothing of interest. My shop carries the finest armor and weapons, the work of local master craftsmen, as well as imports from Waterdeep and on. Seeking arms and armor? I have everything you need right here.
And this is where we buy a ton of potions. Because, yeah. What's he got in way of bows? I wonder. Defending staff. Not much, actually. All right. Yeah, the dialogue's a little cheesy, but, you know, I like the fact that you got voice acting going on. A lot of voice acting in this game. Whew. I mean to pull all of those at once. This game is a bit more challenging than the first one, I'll say that, for its early levels. Run and gun, man. Run and gun. I have not actually seen Guns Akimbo. I've been meaning to, but I hear it's a crazy movie. Samara, I believe Samara Weaving is in that, isn't she, with Daniel Radcliffe? Because I'll watch Samara Weaving in anything. She's awesome. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, we got 25 potions. Hopefully that's enough. Alright, let's do this. Whew, okay. Yep, we've heard it before.
What does it? Fame.
Alright, let's see if we can just pull one of these and not try to pull them both. Oh, I'm liking this strategy so far. Just this guy over here without trying the other guy. Attack is his. Come on, just die Ah, crap. Seriously? There's got to be a different way to... Must be a different way to kill them things. Because I'm doing damage, but I don't know if I'm actually killing him. Well, they have it for some of like the big bosses, but for those guys, apparently they do not. There's some that bosses that do have a health bar. Those ones don't. For whatever reason. Maybe because they're just considered high-powered creatures and not actual bosses? I'm not sure. But yeah, it would be nice for a little bit of a health bar on those. They seem to have a lot of health. There's two of them like that. So I just got to figure out my strat, right? There's just not a whole lot of room to run without pulling the other one. I think I'm going to kill all these guys and then save. And then, that way, if and when, most likely when, I die again. So now we will save, and then take out the baddies again. See how we do this time. Oh. Finally. All right. We made him explode. Finally. Well, that's one down. I still got one to go. All right. Whew. So I used, like... All right. Well, not the most interesting battle, I'm sure, but hey, I can at least do it now with when you just have one, you don't have the second one to worry about. Oops. That was great. Run right into it. Okay. Haha.
What have you done? My beautiful creations destroyed, and by the likes of someone as insignificant as you! Heretics! Non-believers! You stand in my path to goddom.
Soon, nothing but the dead shall remain in this place. I will take my leave now. I suggest you do the same before it's too late. Hurry. Hurry.
Oh, great.
Hurry.
Oh, I can't get over there? Is there a secret lever or something? I can't get into her room. Okay. I have a feeling we gotta fight our way out, folks. Alright, let's fight our way out. Oh! It's saved for us. That's very nice. And foreboding. Marines, we are leaving. Whew. Whew. Okay. Oh shit, we still gotta go. Yeah. They put a lot of enemies down here too. Holy crap. Whew. Let me guess, the house is filled too? Ah. Whew. Well, that was different. Did not expect that. Well, folks, I think we are going to end it here for the evening. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, but I gotta turn in. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to be on tomorrow, but I will be playing again, most likely Wednesday night. Again, 9:30 p.m. Central Time, most likely is the time it'll be up. So, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. The new follows, always appreciative. And yeah, we're just going to go save here and call it an evening, folks. So thank you again. And yeah, Wednesday night we'll be here. So have a good night, all.